moving is because of a new beginning and new opportunities and creating a new home and a new safe space for my family. Even just thinking about these things, you're allowing the smudge to actually work, because you're focusing on the thoughts and the feelings that you're wanting to attract for yourself. Hi there, welcome to this video. This video is actually unscripted and I wanted to give you guys a tour of my new home. I recently moved to a nearby city called Peterborough and I can't wait to show you guys inside and show you my very first smudge of how you smudge a new house when you just moved in. Let's go. Come inside. So welcome to my home. We're just gonna head upstairs and I'm going to show you guys how I smudge my new home as soon as I moved in. So as you'll see, there are some boxes still laying around. I've tried my best to clean up for you guys, but there are some things because I did just move. So let's go. So this is my main living area and there isn't really one right way to smudge your home. This video is just to explain my process for doing it. And when you're beginning your smudge of your home, you can start at the front doorway and work your way through the house, or you can start at the back and end at the front door. It's totally up to you. So before you start your smudge, you want to make sure that you have everything prepared so that you don't feel rushed and you just feel calm and ready to get started with your smudge. So for mine, I have my abalone shell and some sage that I already used before, but I'm going to reuse some of that. And I've got my matches, I've got some extra sage here in case I need that, and I've got my eagle feather as well. Another important thing is that the abalone shell can get quite hot, so you might want to put it on top of a plate or something so that you don't damage furniture or your table or anything that you have your shell placed on. Okay, so I'm going to light my sage. So after I've lit my sage, I want to make sure that it's well lit. So a good first step is to just wave or waft your medicines so that the air can actually get at all of the medicines and cause it to burn better. Okay, so now that my sage is burning nice and strongly, the first thing that I want to smudge is my feather. So you want to purify your feather so that everything that you are wafting is actually purified as well and not being waved around by a feather that hasn't yet been smudged. So the next thing that you want to do is smudge yourself. Before you start smudging your house, smudge yourself first so that you're having positive, clear intentions and good thoughts that are actually being radiated around the space. So you start with your head, so that you're thinking positive and good thoughts. And then you do your eyes and your mouth and your ears and your hair and your heart and the rest of your body. And the entire time that you are smudging yourself with the medicine, you're really picturing and allowing yourself to really get immersed in the purfication and in the cleanse that's happening, and really focus on the desired feelings that you want to have. So if the whole purpose that we're smudging is that we want to get rid of any negative, stale energy that's in the house, then we want to focus on what feelings we want to have and what energy we want to attract into the space. For myself personally, moving is because of a new beginning and new opportunities and creating a new home and a new safe space for my family. Then I want to focus on and to think about what that feels like and why I want those things, why that's important to me, and what that's going to mean for my family. Having a safe and positive space that is just making our lives better. Even just thinking about these things, you're allowing the smudge to actually work, because you're focusing on the thoughts and the feelings that you're wanting to attract for yourself. So as I'm smudging my home, this is a new home for us, and we're trying to feel at home and at peace in this space. For me personally, feeling peace is feeling love and feeling safe and feeling like positive, safe energy. So when I'm smudging around me, I'm trying to think of the things that I do love and the things I'm grateful for, because those make me feel really good. So if I want to feel good in my home and that's what I'm trying to experience, then I'm going to think about how much I love my family and how much I love having good, healthy meals and having a really, really good life to be able to raise my son, and having family that is supportive and they come to visit me in this home, and just listing off and thinking about and focusing on these things while you're smudging. You're feeling that positive energy. So we get a lot of questions about whether we should say our smudge prayer out loud or whether we should just say it in our heads. Like, how do you actually say these things? Are they just to yourself quietly? Or should you actually say what you're wanting to feel in a prayer form? And it absolutely depends on the person, whatever feels right for you. It's totally, this experience and the smudging practice is meant to make you feel good. And it's meant to help you feel positive and healed and grateful. And so whatever way you want to do that and whatever way resonates with you and feels right for you and feels comfortable and allows you to feel confident when you're doing it is what you should do. So for me, sometimes it just depends on my mood. So if I'm feeling like I want to, like I'm needing a little bit more help in feeling positive that day, by speaking out loud what I'm grateful for and what I'm thankful for and what my intentions are with my smudge, that can help me along more in those moments when I need it the most. So if I'm really feeling down and I actually verbally speak out loud what I'm grateful for and what I love and the things that I'm really thankful for, and I need to appreciate those things, by speaking them out loud, it, for me personally, has a lot more meaning and it makes a bigger impact for me personally. Doesn't necessarily mean that's the same case for everyone. Again, you have to do what feels right for you. But if you want to just feel those things in your heart and say them to yourself in your mind, then that is absolutely okay too. Okay, so we're gonna go through and smudge the house. And because we're here, I'm gonna start here. So this shelf has all of my sacred items on it. So I'm going to make sure that I smudge this space. Now let's go smudge the kitchen. So where we sleep is a very sacred space because this is where we have a lot of dreams, and when we're dreaming we have an even deeper connection to the spirit world and spirits around us because we're in a different subconscious state. We're able to connect with the spirit world and spirits around us more closely. That's why this space is so sacred, and we want to make sure that we are getting rid of any negative energy that might be in here, or even just old stale energy. Smudging absolutely cleanses the air, so that way we can take advantage of all the beautiful benefits of a fresh, cleansed space. Now I'm gonna smudge inside of my closets too, to make sure that that's fully cleansed. We're being very thorough. So. We're gonna skip over Jackson's room. Now I just went in each of the rooms and smudged each of the rooms thoroughly. And when you first move into a new house, you wanna make sure you're super thorough, right? So when you're doing your routine smudge of your house, then you can just do a clean sweep, but especially when you move in for the first time, and it's something that, if it's a ritual or a practice that's been done maybe for the first time, you want to be extra thorough. So for today, I'm going to end the smudge at the door, so that way all of the energy that I have kind of cleansed through the home can then be exited through the front door. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.